Good evening, my dear students. I hope you are all well. Today we are going to learn how to prepare balance sheet. Now see, there is a problem. A problem is given, a trial balance is given. Trial balance of a business concern as on 31st March 2013 is given below. Here particulars, under particulars there are various accounting heads. These are called accounting heads and their corresponding balances are given here. Some accounts have debit balances and some accounts have credit balances. Now see, at first we have to analyze all the accounting heads. Now first accounting heads is stock account. This is stock account, that is opening stock account. So opening stock account, the type of opening stock is expense. So we may write here that is it is expense, E for expense. Now furniture, what is the type of this accounting head? Furniture is an asset. So you please write here A, asset. Bills payable. Bills payable is one type of liability. We have to pay these bills for purchasing goods from our supplier on credit. So bills payable is one kind of liability, so it is liability. Returns. Returns are of two types. See, returns may be debit 2000 and returns may be credit 1200. That is 2000. What is the 2000? The amount 2000 is for sales return. It is for sales return, and 1200 it is for purchase return. So 2000 and 1200, this 2000 it is sales return, sales return, and it is purchase return. So sales return should be deducted from the sales value, and purchase return should be deducted from the purchase value. Now see, here sales is given, this sales is given. So from sales, that is 2,31,000, from sales we have to deduct this amount 2000 to get the net sales. And next, purchase return, that is 1200. So the credit balance is purchase return and it should be deducted from purchase. Purchases is given 1,70,000. So net purchase will be 1,70,000 minus 1200. Clear? Now sundry debtors. What is sundry debtors? Sundry debtors is the amount receivable from the from our customers which have purchased our goods or products on credit. So 40,000 is our asset. Sundry debtors is one kind of assets. And returns, sales return is the type of sales return is expense, and purchase return is income. Clear? Now plant and machinery. You know plant and machinery is an asset, so it should be an asset. Purchases is expense. It will be treated as expense. Capital, what is capital? Capital means anything that is contributed by the owner to his or her business. So capital is liability, because as per entity concept, the business is separate from its owner, or business has the separate legal entity from its owner. So whatever is contributed by the owner to the business, that is to be repaid by the business after its liquidation. So capital is the contribution by the owner to the business, so it should be liability. So we should write here liability. Discount are also maybe of two types, that is 700 and 500. That is 700 means this debit side balance, means that is discount allowed, that is expense. So first one is expense and second one is income, that is discount received. So discount 700 is discount allowed, that is expense, and 500 is discount received, that is our income. Now bills receivable. What is bills receivable? Bills receivable is just opposite of bills payable. So bills receivable is one type of asset. which will be receivable for credit sales to the customers. Now carriage inward. What is carriage inward? Carriage inward is one type of expenses. It is freight. It may be called as freight for bringing the goods into our business house. So carriage inward is one type of expense. Carriage outward is also expense. It is the freight for delivering the product to the customers. Now salaries is paid for the staff, so it is one type of expenses. Wages is paid to the workers, so it is also expenses. Sales is already, we have mentioned that it is income. General reserve is a part of profit and loss account, that is the profit part. So general reserve is the liability, because profit and loss account is the liability to the business if there is any profit. Clear? Business earns on behalf of the owner. So anything earned by the business should be returned to the owner. So profit and loss account, if there is any profit in profit and loss account, that should be treated as liability, and general reserve is a part of liability. So here general reserve is a liability. Now sundry creditors. What is sundry creditors? Sundry creditors is nothing but the amount receivable from the payable to the suppliers who supplied us material on credit. So sundry creditors is the liability. Cash at bank is asset, and cash at bank is asset, and cash in hand also asset. So we have analyzed these accounting heads in 4 groups. See, asset, liability, income, and expenses. Clear? And all assets and liabilities will be considered in balance sheet. All assets and liability will come under balance sheet, and all income and expenses will be shown in either trading account or profit and loss account. Clear? Now we have to know which accounting heads will be appeared in trading account. So we at first isolate those accounting heads. That is stock account. Stock account, it is a trading account. Stock account is a trading account. Returns is trading account, will come in trading account. Purchase will be shown in trading account. Next, carriage inward. You should remember that carriage inward will always should be considered in trading account. Carriage inward. Next, wages. Wages is an item of trading account. Sales is an item of trading account. Clear? So these are the items which should be considered in trading account. Now closing stock, which is not given in trial balance, it should be given in additional information. This closing stock 50,000 is also an item for both trading account. It should be considered in trading account, and also in balance sheet and balance sheet. So closing stock should be considered in trading account and balance sheet. So at first we want to prepare a trading account. Now see how we will prepare trading account. Now see, you should try at first, then I am showing you. Now see, I'm going to prepare a trading account. It is very easy. Trading account for the year ending on, here you have to write the date, that is 31st March 2013. 31st March 2013. Now you have to draw this line. Here there will be two columns. It is debit side and this is credit side. It is for, in debit side you have to write all expenses, and here you have to write all incomes. Clear? Here rupees. Now at first we have to start with 2. In debit side, all accounting heads to be written by 2, and here by. Clear? Now stock is expenses. Now see the expenses. Which are the expenses we have already mentioned here. Stock is expense. Return, there are returns, it is expense and also income. Purchase expenses, carriage inward expenses, wages expenses, sales income, and closing stock. Trading account, in trading account it will be shown in the income side. Clear? So now see, 2, at first we should write here the accounting head. 2, opening stock account. Next, 2, purchase account. Less return. 2, wages account. 2, carriage inward account. To carriage inward account. Here by sales account, less return by closing stock account. This is the format of a trading account, and you have to remember this format. If you can remember these accounting heads only, that is opening stock, purchase, less purchase return, wages, carriage inward, sales, return by closing stock, then it will be easy for you to prepare profit and loss account, because all expenses and incomes will appear either in trading account or profit and loss account. If these accounting heads are separated by you for considering in trading account, then the remaining all accounting heads will be considered in profit and loss account. So if you can remember this thing, then the items which will appear in profit and loss account should not be remembered, because besides these accounting heads, all accounting heads of expenses and income should appear in profit and loss account. Clear? Now we should put here the amount, that is stock account 30,000. So here we write 30,000. Now purchase, what is the amount of purchase? Purchase was 1,70,000. So we should write it in an inner column, because we have to deduct the return, purchase return. What is the amount of purchase return? purchase return was 1200. 1200 should be deducted from purchase. Now sales. What is the amount of sales? Sales was 2,31,000. So 2,31,000 should be written here. 2,31,000. Less return was 2,000. 2,000. This is 2,000. So 2,000 should be deducted from total sales to get the net sales. That is 2,29,000. And purchase 800. One 8. Oh, nice figure. All are 8. Sorry. 168. It should be 168,800. Am I right? Yes, 1,68,800. Now wages. What is the amount of wages? Now see. Wages was 10,000. Wages 10,000. So we have to write here wages 10,000. 10,000. Next carriage inward. What is the amount of carriage inward? Carriage inward was, it is 1,300. So we should write here carriage inward 1,300 for carriage inward, and closing stock was 50,000. So we have written here 50,000. So I have completed the entries in trading account, but there was a mistake. Why? Because we have not gone through the additional items, additional transactions which are given here. So at first we have to read the additional information. Now here closing stock we have already considered. Now there are outstanding liability, that is salary 3,000 and wages 500. So wages is an item to be considered in trading account, but there is an outstanding amount in wages account 500. So it should be added with the existing amount. So wages 10,000 should be written here 10,000, and add outstanding amount, outstanding wages. Outstanding wages was 500. So 500 to be added, and here you should write 10,500. Am I right? Now depreciation, it is not an item of trading account to be considered in trading account. Provision, transfer, only wages outstanding. It is a transaction to be considered in trading account. Now at first we add the credit side here, because this is the income side. If income is greater than expenses, then there will be a profit. So at first we try to add income side. If expense side is greater than income side, then in that case we have to add this expense side first. But we assume that there is an income which is a surplus of income over expenses. Now add. Here is the calculator. I am finding the calculator. The calculator, here is calculator. Yeah. Now see, 2,29,000. 2,29,000 plus 50. Plus 50. What is this? Plus 50,000. 2,20,000 plus 50,000, that is 2,79,000. So we should write here 2,79,000. 2,79,000. Now here we have to add all these figures. 30,000 plus 1,68,800 plus 10,500 plus 10,500 plus 1,300, that is 2,10,600. So the total of all expenses in trading account is 2,10,600. That should be deducted from this figure, 2,79,000. 2,79,000. There will be that 2,79,000 minus 2,79,000 equal to 68,400. 68,000 is our profit, that is gross profit. So we should write here to gross profit transferred to profit and loss account. That is 68,400. 68,400. This is called balancing figure. And here we should write this figure 2,79,000. We should write these two figures in the same line, same row, 2,79,000. So we have learned how to prepare a trading account. Here from trading account we can calculate the gross profit, 68,400. In this way we have to prepare a trading account, and from trading account we can calculate the gross profit. Clear? So in the next class I will prepare the profit and loss account from this problem. Okay? Thank you.